สวัสดีครับผมแอนดรูว์ บิกส์และนี่คือรายการทั้งถ่าย Have you ever been stood up by a tie? You know, you make a date, say 2 o'clock, and you're there right on time, but the tie never turns up. Relax, that's happened to all of us, hasn't it? The good news is, I bet you anything the tie really did show up, but he or she arrived at 8 p.m, not 2 p.m. Why? I'm about to explain. We're looking at telling the time in Thai, and we're up to that part of the day that causes the most confusion. Now, I've already told you that the day is broken up into 4 separate parts when it comes to time in Thailand. We're up to the final 6 hours. That is 7 p.m. to midnight. Because 7 p.m. is the first hour in that final block of 6 hours, it's called 1 o'clock in Thai. 1 ทุ่ม. The word tum tells you that it's night time. 1 o'clock at night is 7 p.m. That means that 8 p.m. is 2 ทุ่ม, 2 o'clock at night time in Thai. How confusing is that? 9 p.m. is 3 ทุ่ม. 10 p.m. is 4 ทุ่ม. And 11 p.m. is 5 ทุ่ม. One more time. 7 p.m. 1 ทุ่ม. 8 p.m. 2 ทุ่ม. 9 p.m. 3 ทุ่ม. 10 p.m. 4 ทุ่ม. 11 p.m. 5 ทุ่ม. I know, it's confusing. But it's confusing on both sides. When that Thai made a date with you for 2 o'clock, he or she probably meant 8 p.m, not 2 in the afternoon, and certainly not 2 in the morning, because 2 ทุ่ม is 8 p.m, the second hour of that final 6-hour block. See, you really weren't stood up at all. And finally, midnight. Do you remember 12 noon? That was เที่ยงวัน, because one means day. Well, midnight is เที่ยงคืน, because คืน means night. เที่ยงวัน, midday. เที่ยงคืน, midnight. If you're a native English speaker, chances are you're going to have trouble with this letter. This sound is halfway between a B and a P. While it's common in Pali Sanskrit-based languages, natives of English invariably end up making the sound like a B or a P. It's not. It's ba. This is a fish. The Thai word for fish is pla, a word that starts with this letter. It's called ba pla, or the sound of b, as in the first sound of the Thai word for fish. This is how you write it. As usual, start at the head, then go straight down, then to the right, and straight back up, right up. That final stroke is long. You can practice this at my website, andrewbiggs.com, and click on tongue-tied. Remember Bo Bai Mai from last time we met? It's almost identical, except the ba bla has a longer right-hand side. Not only does ba bla look like that sound, it sounds like that letter as well. Ba bai mai is the sound of B or B, but this one, ba bla, has a hint of P attached to it as well. Why don't you come in a little closer and we'll practice this sound together. Ba bla. Repeat after me. Ba bla. One more time. Ba bla. Okay, you can stand back now. When Thai words are transliterated, this letter is written as a P, which doesn't make life easy for any foreigner trying to learn the correct pronunciation of this letter. For example, the word pai, which means go, is often written as P-A-I. This is not helpful. Actually, it's this letter, ba bla, pai, go, pai. So, grab the nearest Thai and get him or her to pronounce this letter slowly and carefully. Watch the lips and repeat, repeat, repeat. We've looked at tang ok before. That's the sign which means exit. Remember, it's comprised of two words, tang, which means the way, and ok, which means out. Today I want to show you something that should make you feel good. Here's a sign you'll see everywhere. What goes up must come down, and what goes in must come out. But look at the Thai part of this sign. There's only 3 letters next to that arrow pointing to the fires of hell. Surely that can't be tang ok. It's not. It's simply ok or out. Thais like to keep things short, including exit signs. Those first 2 roundish symbols are called ang in Thai. We haven't gotten to that letter yet on tongue-tied, but bear with me, it's coming soon. 2 of them together is the sound of aw. You do know the last letter though, that's go gai. Aw, g, aw. No need to stress that final sound, aw, g, because Thais don't do that. It's just aw. Why don't you repeat it after me? Aw. And that's the nice, short way of showing you the way out. There are lots of English songs that like to be played at weddings. Endless Love, Everything I Do It For You, the Ketchup Song. Thais have their favorites as well, like this song by Jilakon. It's called Jak Ne by John Niran. Niran means eternity. Jak Ne means from here. You guessed it, from here to eternity. Jak Ne by John Niran. And I'm sure anybody who's been married for a while can confirm it really does feel like eternity. I'm Andrew Biggs. Information from this episode can be found on my website at andrewbiggs.com. See you next time on Tongue Tied. And don't forget, 65 million Thais can speak Thai, so can you. พบกันคราวหน้าครับอย่าลืมว่าภาษาไทยง่ายนิดเดียวครับสวัสดีครับฉันไม่เคยรักไม่เคยรู้ว่าชีวิตมันดีเช่นไรเมื่อได้มีบุญคนข้างกายเมื่อได้มีเธออยู่ข้างกันฉันมอบชีวิตต่อจากนี้ไปจนนิรันดร์ทั้งหัวใจคือเธอเท่านั้นรักของเรา